What's up, y'all? It's your boy Justin. I think most of y'all know me. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't been in a video for a minute. My brother's been doing all the videos, but today I wanted to come to you with a video based on Funko sourcing tips. So, as you guys know, a lot of our business is based on Funko sales. So, I figured I'd give you a little bit of the sauce, because a lot of stuff that I see on the internet these days, you got a lot of people that are promoting their Amazon sales and all the things that they're making money online and yada yada yada, but a lot of them don't tell you like the nitty-gritty about what they're doing. They always leave some stuff out. Like as you guys know, I have a cell phone repair business. Sometimes if I gotta repair a phone that I've never seen before, I look at a video on YouTube and I always find out that they skip some steps. I don't know what it is, why they can't show all the steps, but it's just inherent, I guess, in videos to just leave stuff out that people think is like incidental, doesn't matter or whatever. So anyway, I wanted to come to you today with 5 Funko sourcing tips. First things first, if you've never sourced Funko Pops before, or if you're new to Amazon sales or anything like that, first things first is scan everything. So the reason why I say scan everything, and once you have an Amazon seller app, or if you're selling on eBay or Mercari or whatever, the main thing is you want to check everything. So in the beginning, you don't really know what's going to sell. You don't know what's popular. You don't know what's going to be good, what's going to be a good price. Like if you ask anybody that started with us in the beginning what we were doing when we went out to Hot Topic or GameStop or even Barnes & Noble, is we would scan everything. Literally, me and my brother would go to a GameStop and go straight up to their Funko wall and go from right to left, from left to right, all the way up and down that wall, scanning every single pop that we saw that was in good condition, going 2 layers, 3 layers deep, checking everything, trying to find what was profitable, because we were new. We didn't know. We didn't know, what's gonna sell, what's gonna be popular, what's actually worth something, and vice, and so on and so forth. But that's my first tip. Second tip, look for stickers. So as you get into this, you start to notice some trends. And the trend that we've noticed is that exclusives are typically the pops that are going to be usually worth more and stuff like that. So the reason why is because pop selling is based off of, I think, 3 things. The first being trend. So like things that are trendy, right now, Mandalorian trending right now. Everything Mandalorian is like flying off the shelves. In 10 months, 2 years, whatever, that might not be the case. Trends, pop culture, and what was the third thing? I don't remember what the third thing is. If it comes back to me, I'll get to. This is some shit. Oh, I remember the third thing. The third thing is scarcity. So there's 3 types of pops. There's common pops, there's exclusive pops, and then there's the ultra exclusive. They call them chases. The difference is the quantity that they're made in and the style. So typically a common pop, you can pretty much buy a common pop anywhere. You go to Hot Topic, GameStop, Walmart, Target, Barnes & Noble, a little like hole in the wall comic book shop, stuff like that. Those places will typically have what are called common pops, because they're basically mass produced. Anywhere that can get a supplier can sell them, and that's where people pick up a lot of their pops. Most of the pops that you're gonna find out there are gonna be common pops. The next thing is the exclusive. So exclusives are, they take a common pop and then they make a small change to it. So an exclusive pop will be like, it'll have a special cape or color or style or something like that. And the exclusives, the way those work, the retailers make some sort of deal with Funko in order to have that pop style be specifically sold in their stores. So typically that means there's a lot less of them in common pops, because you can't pick them up everywhere. They don't run as big of a production as they do as a common pop. So that's usually why those are a little bit more in worth. And then the last thing is the chases. So the chases it's like the exclusive pops, like, but on crack. So they're special colors, They only produce so many of them, so typically Funko, like the regular size Funko Pops, come in cases of 36. A lot of times in those cases of 36, there are only going to be like 6 chases. They're ultra exclusive. They don't make a lot of them. They're hard to find, and usually a chase pop will be worth the most when you go to resell them. And sometimes, you know, that resale value goes up over time, especially as the pops start to go out of circulation. They stop making prints of them. Next thing you want to look for is box condition. So with Funko Pops, a lot of the people that are buying these Funko Pops, like Funko, I don't have any Funko Pops here with me. I probably should have brought one, but it's not a big deal. You guys have seen Funko Pops in all of our other videos. That literally, I think, have been almost every video that we've done. But they're not like toys. They're not like action figures like you had when you were growing up. Typically, people that are buying Funko Pops are collectors, so they're looking for things that they want to be in like pristine condition, things that they want to keep forever. Some of them are keeping them because they want it to be worth something later on down the line, and then some people are just keeping them because they're collectors. They collect all sorts of stuff. I don't know. I've never been much of a collector myself, but we do have some Funko Pops that we keep. But anyway, the reason you want to look for box condition is because for collectors, you want something, typically collectors want something that's going to be in mint condition, like almost brand spanking new. So things that you look for on the boxes, crushed corners, scratches, scuffs. Sometimes when employees are opening the case packs for these Funko Pops, they're sticking their box cutters too deep. You look for cuts in the boxes, you know, waves in the plastic, all sorts of stuff. You want, basically when you're looking for Funko Pops, you're looking for the best possible condition box that you can get. As a collector, like you'll find when you go to sell these things, that sometimes people will give you bad reviews or want to return things if the box conditions aren't great. And on top of that, if you're selling on Amazon or even on like Mercari where there's shipping involved, there's a good possibility that the box can get damaged in transit anyway. So if you can at least try to make sure it goes out in a great condition, and then, I mean, we deal with shipping. If it gets messed up, it is what it is. We'll fix it, I guess. Fourth tip. And this tip, this tip came to me in the last couple weeks that I've been sourcing in Hot Topic and GameStop, and that's be nice to the staff. So I cannot tell you, actually I can tell you, in the last, I want to say 10 trips I've gone to, I think mostly I go to Hot Topic. In the last 10 trips I've taken to Hot Topic, I've had at least on 3 or 4 occasions associates or managers tell me, you know, how nice it is. They just appreciate the fact that when I go into a store, I'm usually really nice to the staff. I'm not pushy. I don't argue with them, because apparently a lot of these Funko collectors or a lot of these Funko resellers, typically they're not that nice to the staff. You know, they're pushy. They argue with the staff when they don't want to go over whatever policies they have in place for bulk buyers. They get mad if, you know, some of the staff accidentally damages pops while they're in the store shopping. They're pushy and just generally rude. So you really want to be nice to the staff, because it comes with its own like benefits, you can say. So just from being nice to the staff, here's a few things that has happened to me on a few occasions. On a few occasions I've had managers tell me, hey, if anything is not good with these pops, we have some more in the back if you want us to go check it out. You know, I don't normally put these out because they're actually for the next day's restock, but you're a pretty cool guy. You know, typically if the guy's a jerk, I just tell him we don't have any. Sometimes they'll hold stuff for you. I've had managers like give me tips on stores that I should check out, like other branches of the same franchise. Like, yo, I've heard that this store in such and such city typically has, you know, better selection because not a lot of people go to it. I've had associates and managers tell me for things that I should look out for that maybe I'm not selling, like those what are they called, fig pins, or I don't know what the heck, it's like a figurine, massive size pin. I don't know what it is, but apparently those are popping, like, because they're in the stores every single day, so they see what people are buying, and then they see what people are not buying. They know what's in their back stock. They know where they're getting shipments of every day and every week. So they're like your inside people. So that it's in your best interest to be nice to these people, because if you're nice to these people, they'll be nice to you back. If you're nice to these people when you might need to bend a rule a little bit, they might be more inclined to help you out, or do whatever it is that's necessary to help you make whatever sell or make whatever purchases you want to purchase, or while you're in there. And on top of that, it helps them too, because they have sales numbers they're trying to hit. So it's a win-win relationship if you're being nice to the people that you're actually buying from, and you'll go a lot further that way. Then the last thing I wanted to talk about is this is something that not a lot of people talk about. A lot of these people that have these Amazon stores and they promote these programs and stuff online, they don't tell you that the reason why their store is doing 100K a month or 100K a year or whatever the crazy figure is that they throw out there to get you to buy their programs is because they're able to sell things that the general brand new seller can't sell. Because especially on Amazon, they have this thing that's called gating. Gating is basically Amazon restricting what product groups, what types of product that a brand new seller can sell, because one, Amazon is a business and they take customer service very seriously, or they're very customer centric, so they're trying to make sure their customers have the best experience. And one of the ways that they control that is by making sure new sellers aren't selling stuff that's counterfeit, not selling stuff that they might not have been doing a due diligence to make sure it's a good product, or it's a legit supplier or anything like that. So they limit the number of sellers that can be in certain product categories, and the only way for you to sell in those subcategories is to do something called getting ungated. Basically, the way it works is you go to sell a product, Amazon says, hey, this is restricted, you have to request approval. You go to request approval, they give you a certain amount of steps or a certain amount of things that you need in order to get approved. So for instance, a lot of times in Funko, or we do some toys and sometimes video games. We haven't really done a lot of video games lately, but for instance in toys, just recently we got ungated in a few things. Say you want to sell Legos or something like that. Well, that's a gated category. So what you got to do, you request it. They tell us, hey, you need either a letter from Lego themselves saying that you're authorized to sell their products, or B, you need an invoice with so many purchases, so many items purchased within a set amount of days in order for us to research it, contact your supplier, and make sure that this is a legitimate supplier to get approval. So there's a number of ways you can do that. You can go through wholesale. You can find wholesalers. There's a lot of wholesalers online, depending on what you're looking for. You could go through. You can go through manufacturing themselves if you got that kind of pull that you can get that close to them. I know some of them have like their own like wholesaling programs, to where you don't have to go through a distributor. You can go direct through the company, which is pretty nice. You could. I mean, if it's like a situation where it's like a smaller product or a smaller company, and you can get a letter from that company, like that happens too. With some product groups, there's a fee involved. I know for a little bit, Nike charged, I think it was like $1,000 fee or $1,500 fee was on top of getting the invoice and stuff like that. But the main thing is you want to get ungated. So you want to look for products that maybe you can't sell. And the reason why you want to look for products that you can't sell is because in the general rule for this kind of stuff is people are lazy. That's why a lot of people don't start a business. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of stuff that you got to do that you don't want to do. So they look for like the low-hanging fruit. That's why a lot of people sell on eBay and Mercari and Craigslist and stuff like that. There's a very, very low barrier to entry. Amazon takes a little bit of more sophistication. So, but you want to do that because that separates you from the herd. Anybody can make an account on eBay, anybody can sell on Mercari. There's very few restrictions to selling on those two platforms, but not everybody can sell, Star Wars Funko Pops on Amazon. So the pool of people that can sell is less, which means the competition is less, which means there's a possibility for you to make more money. So definitely, I recommend, if you're not getting ungated in products at least a couple times a month, especially if you've been selling for a while and your store is not really doing like crazy numbers, get ungated, look for product groups and stuff that, you know, maybe you can find a steady supply for, and you can actually get a distributor and you can go through the process of getting ungated, because it will help you diversify your store, which, you know, as you know, we're all about diversifying. It'll help you make more sales, and it will, I don't know, it'll just be more fun. Like, honestly, the coolest thing about Funko is we can sell Funkos from a lot of different suppliers. We have a few different wholesalers that we work with, but even just doing Funkos, like, it gets boring from time to time. You know, especially when we're boxing up 600 Funkos. Like, I think we're doing a shipment this weekend that's like 500 or so Funkos, and then of course you've seen this video where we had like 1,000 units. Most of that was Funkos, and I tell you, it takes a long time to box up all those Funkos individually to make sure they're all in good condition and send them out. Sometimes doing toys and stuff like that is more fun. But anyway, that's all I got. I feel like I'm rambling again. I don't know if this video is going to be very helpful for you. I try to keep it short, but I think I'm like at 18 minutes or something like that. I'm sure David is going to cut this down. I hope you're going to cut it down just a little bit, you know, cut out some of the ramble. But yeah, I hope this is helpful for you. I hope you guys, you know, use this video to propel your stores, or if you haven't gotten started, I hope you use this video to get started. Again, my name is Justin, aka, you know, J Will, aka Mr. I Can Sleep Anywhere, aka Mr. I'm That Guy. I don't know, people call me a lot of stuff. People sometimes they call me Dreadhead, Mophead, whatever. But you know, that's it. I don't really have anything else for you guys. You can find me on Facebook, Justin. I don't know what my thing is. I'll have David put it somewhere in this general vicinity. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out or put it in the comment section below. But yeah, that was it. This is another diversified income project video, and I am signing out.